Now I will write a code for unary operator overloading, that how a decrement operator will increment a number. First we will, as you know, that it is the interface of the def compiler, and you know how to uh, open new source file and how to name it. So I will open a new source file, and for first I will name it. I will save it with a name, with a proper name. So I save it with the unary operator, that I remember that when I see its name, and I came to know that it's about the unary operator. It's my advice that you should also save the cpp files on on that name which is related to the coding inside the file. First I will write a hash include the header files. I include the header file and also the directories using namespace ADT. Now I will SDT. Now I will create a class of name op overload. Then curly braces. Then if for declaration the variable, I will declare it private with a colon, and then declare a with int. Then for declaring function, as in class you will declare the functions and variables, and you can also define the functions in the class, but in this program I will only declare the function inside the class and will define the function outside the class. So for declaration function, I will declare the function publicly. So first I will declare a constructor. As you are seeing that there is no return type with it, and it's just like the name of the class. So according to a definition of a constructor has no return type and it has the same name as of the class. Now I will declare a function. Void is the return type of it, and the name of the function is get underscore now it's turn off the operator overloading. That how we will declare a function for operator overload. It's a function for operator overload. Its return type is void, and look, the operator is highlighted and it is already defined in the headers and libraries, and the plus plus sign denotes the incrementing, and there are no parameter passing in the function. So we will close the class with semicolon. Now for definition of function, I will use the scope resolution operator. First our function is of the constructor. So as when we are defining any function, so we first write its return type. As there is no return type of the constructor, so we have only write the name of the class, and then the scope resolution operator. When I enter scope resolution operator, so it will give me all the variables and name of the functions which I declare in the class. So first, as I will only use a constructor with constructor and then press enter. So it will, and as this is a default constructor, so we will only assign 0 value to a. Then for the get member function, I will write its return type and then the name of the class, as when I enter the scope resolution operator, it will also give me its name. Then we will press enter. We will just see out the a here. Now it's the turn of the function. It's we use for operator overloading. The return type of this function is void and the name of the class is, so it's easy. It gives us, when we enter the scope resolution operator, it gives us the list of those variables and functions which are declared in the class. So it's very easy for us. It's also easy for us that we have not to type the name of the functions or the variable. We just click on the function and just enter, so it automatically came on the screen. So it's now I will select the function for operator overloading and press enter, so it will come like this. And in this function we will simply increment the a. Now our function definitions are complete. Now we will go to the main. Now first in the main we will create objects. For creating objects, as you have already know, you have to write the name of the class and then objects. We will create two objects, object 1 and object 2. I am giving it, you can give it any name, but I am giving it obj 1 and 2, that it should be remembered that these are objects. First I will print the values of object before incrementing, and then I will print it after incrementing. So you have to write the cout obj 1 so I will call the function get member, because in this the a is displaying. So I will just, now it's just like the same when I will pressing the scope using scope resolution operator, तो एक लिस्ट हमारे सामने आ जाती थी, उससे हम इजीली पिक कर लेते थे जो भी फंक्शन या वेरिएबल यूज़ करना है। तो अभी जैसे हमने ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्रिएट किए हुए हैं विद द नेम ऑफ द क्लास, तो इन ऑब्जेक्ट्स के थ्रू हम डायरेक्टली उन फंक्शंस को कॉल कर सकते हैं। तो उनके लिए सिर्फ वी हैव टू राइट द डॉट ऑपरेटर. एज आई विल राइट द डॉट, सो it will come in front. All the functions, all the three functions come here. So I will just took this function. Now we use for next line. Always try that your output should be presentable and not confusing. So use next line, and as E and L is for the next line, but when obj1 is printing on one line, so the other output will be printing in the next line, so there will be no confusion between the values and all other things. So we will also write this code for object 2. Now I will increment the objects. The object 1 and object, and now then I will repeat the above procedure. So with this we will know that what were the values before incrementing and what are the values after incrementing. So cout object 1 use colons, that it should print just like this. Object after incrementing, write object 1 after incrementing. As it will be printed just like 8, but those variables and functions which you are declaring and they are using repeatedly, so kindly you have to take care of the spellings, because most of the time your code is okay, but there are spelling mistakes. Now again I will call the function. So the function is here, and then next line I will repeat this code for object 2 also. As I have start the main or declare it with the end, so I have to end the main function with return 0. Now I will check the output. I will compile the code and will find out that there are any errors or not. So there are no errors and no warnings. Then I will run the code. So there are mentioned that we have two outputs, once before incrementing and one is after incrementing. So object 1 is equal to 0, object 2 is equal to 0, as we have already declared in the default constructor. It is already assigned to a 0 value, and so its value is 0, and now after incrementing it becomes 1. So it's a simple code for the unary operator overloading, that how you will increment a number by using unary operator overloading. होप आप लोग को समझ आ गई होगी. इफ़ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम्स काइंडली आप ईमेल के थ्रू या व्हाट्सएप के थ्रू पूछ सकते हैं, जो भी आप लोग को कोई कन्फ्यूजन हो.